Hi everyone, this is Marianne and welcome to my channel. Recently I received an order from online. As you may have seen from my previous videos about pens and inks, I have been buying the different colors of the Jinhao 82 fountain pens, which actually has a total of 8 colors in this particular set, which I think is called Candy, but I'm not sure. I already have some of the other colors, and these are 3 of the colors that I am still missing from the set. Now with this particular seller, all of his Jinhao 82s come in black velvet drawstring bags, which is great for gifting to other people. But because I am using these pens for myself, I will just keep these bags in storage for now. One drawback about having the velvet bag is that some of the velvet fibers get stuck on the pen by some kind of static, which is fine. It doesn't damage the pen, but you have to clean it off with a wet wipe because a dry tissue does not work. The pens also already come with the converters inside, and I will link these specific items down below in the description box. Now I am not sure yet what I want to use to ink the pens with, but I'm going to start with a light blue pen, or the ice blue pen. That's what this is called. So I'm going to pick a blue ink. But before I can pick a blue ink, I need to swatch all of the blue inks that I already have in sample vials. I already have the swatch pages for them, which I made when I created this disc-bound swatch book from scratch. The video of me making this swatch book will be linked in the description box as well. I already swatched the Aqua Lagoon in that video and 2 other blue inks in another previous video, but my other blue inks, the rest of the blue inks that I haven't swatched yet. So I'm taking the opportunity to swatch them all. And I'm not going to speed up this part of the video, the part about the swatching, because I want you all to see how the ink reveals itself on the paper. I myself think that it's a very nice thing to watch, so I hope you enjoy watching this as well. And while we are doing the swatching, I am going to put on some nice music for you. This is Robert Oster Tranquility, and it is a nice greenish blue, which is bright. This is a bright color. This is Diamine Havasu Turquoise, which is also a bright color, but it is a lot bluer to my eyes. This is Lamy Pacific, which is another bright blue ink. And this is Robert Oster Clearwater Rain, which I have to admit I purchased just for the name. I think I have the tendency to purchase all inks with names that are connected to rain. It is a slightly lighter blue, but it is still bright. And then I just placed each swatch card aside after I swatched them so they can dry. But now that all of the swatches are dry, let us make some comparisons. The Aqua Lagoon and the Clearwater Rain look very similar, although the Clearwater Rain is slightly darker, but to my eyes they are the same hue, just a different, intensity or different darkness levels. The Lamy Pacific and the Diamine Havasu Turquoise are also similar, but the Pacific is lighter and brighter. Here is Robert Oster Tranquility compared with Diamine Peacock Flare, which I have already swatched in a previous video. These two inks have more green in them, and of course the Peacock Flare has a shimmer, but the Tranquility does not. However, when it comes to the ink base, their colors are similar, although the Peacock Flare is darker. The Troublemaker Copper Patina, which I have swatched in a previous video, is also similar with the Tranquility, but it is a lighter color. And of course, the Copper Patina has that shimmer and the Tranquility does not. And here is Diamine Cool Green, which is actually already green. And here's another look at all of the swatches together in the same frame. Now let us add more swatches that I have already made in previous videos. The Alice from Wearingeul and the Pelikan Topaz. The cool green ink is already being used. It's in this white Lanbitou, and I really like both the ink and the pen, and together they work really well. And the Aqua Lagoon is already loaded in this cream-colored Jinhao 992. So I only have these other inks remaining to choose from. The Pacific and the Topaz are already very similar to Aqua Lagoon. In fact, I'm sure if I am writing with them, I won't even be able to tell the difference, so I won't use these two inks for now. The Clearwater Rain and the Havasu Turquoise I also decided not to use because they are also similar, although not that much similar, but they still might look a lot like Aqua Lagoon in the end. And eventually I decided on the Alice ink because it is closest to the color of the body of the pen that I want to use it with. However, after I loaded the pen with the ink, that is when I saw the problem, which is the exact same problem that I had with the olive version of this same pen. I showed that in a video, which I will link down below. The pen would not write even though it is already loaded with ink. You have seen the converter pull in ink from the vial, but the pen would not write. Even if I pick up some ink with a nib and try to write with that, it still would not write. However, when I tested out the mint green pen by dipping the nib in the ink and writing with that, it wrote without a problem. When I did the same test with a red pen, it wrote without a problem as well. So only the ice blue pen has a problem. Now I do want to load at least one pen out of the three in this video, so I decided to load this red pen with an ink that I have been wanting to use in a pen. This is the Queen of Hearts from Wearingeul. I have swatched this ink in a previous video together with all of the inks in the set, which is called Alice's Adventures. By this time, I have already rinsed out this red pen to remove any residue from the Alice ink, which I used it with earlier, and I'm just testing this one last time before the final filling. Look at the golden shimmer on the tissue. I think this ink looks really beautiful, and it writes so perfectly. There is more shimmer in the handwriting sample written by the glass pen, as expected, but the sample written by the fountain pen has very visible shimmer in it. Also, not as much as the glass pen, but as long as the shimmer is visible, I'm happy with it. And as for this mint colored pen, I don't have an ink right now that I want to use with it, so this will be empty for now. And that is my little video for you today. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.